Okay, so hi guys, it's Allison Marie, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Now, obviously we're getting closer and closer to inZOI's release date, and with every day that we get closer, we get more information coming out from either the devs or from, little outlets that are like saying like this is what's going to be coming and things like that. And when I was looking up inZOI on Google, I came across an article by PC Gamer, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on it, so you guys can kind of like see this as well. And it says, as I'm recording this, it was just published 10 minutes ago, so I'm gonna try to get this video out as soon as humanly possible. But let me go and switch scenes. So it says, it sure sounds like inZOI will be multiplayer eventually in some capacity, according to comments by its developers. So this is an article by pcgamer.com, and I will link that. I'm gonna try to get this video up tonight. I don't know, we'll see. And it says, the early access launch for inZOI is nearly here, and there's one big burning question still unanswered. Will inZOI be multiplayer? All signs so far point to a strong maybe, with an emphasis on eventually, from what I can tell poring over inZOI details for the last several months. As it gets closer, LifeSim fans are doing a lot of speculative comparisons between inZOI and The Sims, and of course EA's LifeSim series has never been multiplayer. Not in the mainline games at least, or not until the eventual Project Renee, which is semi-Sims 5, semi-not. They just said it was going to be the next generation of The Sims. If inZOI does add some kind of multiplayer, and if it works the way players hope, it will be a real coup. And then, will there be multiplayer in inZOI? Based on the comments made by inZOI staff, there are probably plans for multiplayer in inZOI. They've been pretty hush about it though, so we've got no idea of just how big the studio is thinking with multiplayer or when online features could make it to the game. However, here's what has been officially said by the inZOI sources so far. From inZOI FAQ in its Discord server. We're currently considering various multiplayer features, such as the ability to meet up with other online players or invite them over to your home, but specific details have not yet been decided. From Director Assistant Joel Lee, during the live Ask Me Anything session in Discord, we'll have a separate event in the near future where we'll get to hear all the burning questions, all the things you really want to know about the game, that will all be revealed in this much larger event. Multiplayer is something we cannot mention right now. That's a topic of discussion that we'll talk about in our later event. The event referenced there is likely the inZOI Global Showcase scheduled for March 18th, which is 10 days before the actual official release of the game. So it sure seems like the studio will have something to reveal about multiplayer on that day. It would be really weird if the announcement is, we're not doing it, after going to all this trouble to be circumspect. Remember, inZOI is being developed by a studio at Krafton, the company that also develops the battle royale game PUBG. From the outset, it seems there's been no shortage of knowledge and tech shared between Krafton's existing games and inZOI, like with its announcements about using NVIDIA's AI tech for smart ZOIs, and for AI PUBG teammates. Even given that, we all know there's a big red Add Multiplayer button that developers press to make your games magically be online. These things take time, even for one of Krafton Studios. So, will multiplayer come to inZOI? If inZOI does commit to multiplayer features, they likely won't be ready on March 28th for its early access launch. I've been wrong before, but that would be quite a surprise to drop on players so close to launch. More likely is that the studio will announce its intention to add multiplayer with some loose details during the inZOI Global Events Showcase, and then work on developing those features while it remains in early access. What kind of multiplayer features might inZOI have? As mentioned in its FAQ, the most likely possible multiplayer features for inZOI are things like visiting another player's world or house with your own ZOI. It's also possible that you could join a player's world by controlling a ZOI in one of their families to play together. What we shouldn't expect from inZOI multiplayer is any kind of PvP or competitive element, even though I just said all this stuff about how it's a Krafton studio. inZOI's game director Hyungjin Kim has stressed multiple times that despite its realistic graphics, this is not going to be like a GTA game with super realistic driving, guns, or crime simulation. So we probably shouldn't expect gritty competitive elements from any potential multiplayers either. So that is the article, and then there's like a couple other like articles down here. But basically, they have said that eventually multiplayer will be coming in the game, which is very, very exciting. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video like really quick. As I said, it was literally posted 10 minutes ago. This isn't a very long video by any means. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the multiplayer? I honestly would like it, but I would like it since I am a content creator. I wouldn't like just anyone to be able to join like my world. I would like to, you know, have like a closed group. So like me and Mochi, who is my mod and friend, Mochi's also looking forward to the release of inZOI. So it'd be cool to like have us do like maybe like I can record like a video of us playing like in the same world, like with multiplayer, which I think like features like that would be good. But I don't know if like there should be like an online thing where like everyone's all online at all times, because as I said, I am a content creator. Like I'm basically almost doing this for a living, or at least half of a living. And I wouldn't want, like if I have a storyline I want to do, I wouldn't want someone else to come into my storyline and like interject. So I like multiplayer in like a sense that like if you want to do full multiplayer, do full multiplayer. If you want to do like locked multiplayer, do locked multiplayer. But if you want to do single player, do single player. I feel like there should be like 3 different options. So single player specifically for like YouTubers, content creators, streamers, things like that. Locked multiplayer, which would be for streamers or like people who want to, you know, do multiplayer and play with their friends. However, they don't want to like have their game like ruined by like maybe somebody just like messing around on the servers and like starting fires and things like that. Because that wouldn't be good. Like you built like this Zoi's house and then just someone just decided to be an arson. Like there are times where like I like chaos. I've installed the extreme violence mod on The Sims 4 and I've had an arsonist come light my Sims on fire. But I chose to do that. So I wouldn't want like someone else's choices and actions to kind of affect my gameplay. And then 3, I honestly feel like multiplayer would be such a good thing, but you have to do it right and there should be an option. So locked multiplayer, open multiplayer, and then like a server of some sort where like content creators can make it. So like a locked, so let me reiterate what I said. So a locked thing would be like you give the link to like maybe 1 or 2 other people and it's like your close friend groups, and then only you guys have access to that server. A public server where anyone and anybody can go onto the server at any time and do anything they want day or night. And you know, you could come back and your Zoe could be dead. And then there is, you know, ones where you share specifically with like private friends. So I feel like if they did it properly, it would actually be really cool. I just feel like for like content creators, they should like be a little bit more careful in it. But that's just honestly my 2 cents. But I feel like it would be a really cool thing. Now, one thing there is like kind of talk about whether or not is going to be in there is active school, which I kind of hope they do. But I really genuinely don't know whether or not they're going to do active school. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted on any like new articles or things like that that I find. So if you guys like today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and ding the little notification bell so that we never miss an upload from me. And I am so close to YouTube partner. Like it is so close. So I really appreciate every single one of you. So yeah, I love you all and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.